gather around, people, gather around, family. It's another episode, and today we'll be talking about the 2024 bull market, right? And the topic for today is to tell you that 2024 bull market is different from any other bull market that you have ever seen or witnessed before. And before I go right straight into it, I want to bring up something here, but let's quickly go through the market. Let's see what the market and how the market is doing. Turn on my camera here. As you can see, Bitcoin right now is trading around $67,000, just a little bit above 67,000. Then Ethereum is trading for a little bit above $3,500. The total market capitalization for today is 2.55 trillion US. Let's quickly go back to the topic of today. Why is the 2024 bull run or the 2024 bull market, why is it different from every other bull market that we have seen? I'm going to start with some little statistics, some things I want to show you guys for you to see what's happening behind the closed doors. Because you see, in this world, if you are not among the 1% and you don't have somebody who is in the 1% who can tell you what is happening behind or what the 1% are doing, you will only be among the masses. And in the world we live in today, there are only two types of information for the masses and information for the classes. If you belong to the masses, believe me, you don't know, you have no clue, you have no idea what is happening behind closed doors, right? You are only being fed with information from the masses. Information from the masses are controlled, organized, regulated, detailed and packaged information. They are not information that can help you become a better person tomorrow. Because if government can print money out of thin air, why then are we paying tax? Why then are we hustling? Wake up in the morning, you work hard to make money. Why can't the government just print money and share for everybody? Let's all be millionaires. Why? Because they have to create that illusion that everybody has to work to keep the government running. Do you understand? So it's up to you to choose where you want to belong. Classes, which is just 1%, or the masses, which is everybody else. It's all up to you. However, so let's go into the program for today very quickly. I want to show you guys this. For those of you who are trading Bitcoin, you can see how low can Bitcoin price go. Bitcoin analyst points to $45,000. All right, so there you go. So guys, for those of you who are trading, especially those of you who are using margin trading, derivative trading platforms, you just be careful. The price could go down could correct as low as $45,000. However, my standpoint that Bitcoin can still go up to $78,000 still stands. This is just a correction, which might take the next couple of days or weeks to recover. But when it recovers, we are looking at $77,000 to $78,000. So let's come back to what I wanted to share with you guys. If you remember, the Bitcoin halving of 2020, the last Bitcoin halving happened Bitcoin halving happened in 2020, right? It happened exactly on the 11th of May 2020. After the halving, in fact, prior to the halving and immediately after the halving, there was no narrative that was riding the bull market as of in that time, 2020. There was no narrative. In fact, as of 2020, during the Bitcoin halving of 2020, the whole world was still experiencing lockdown from the COVID-19 virus, right? So there was no narrative driving the Bitcoin bull run. Do you understand? It was until somewhere towards the end of the year, around November, December of 2020, that was when the narrative of metaverse began to, come into the public domain. Do you understand? Began to come into the public domain. Few months later, in 2021, October 2021, Facebook had to change their name from Facebook to Meta because of the metaverse was riding the bull market as of that time. Remember what I said. Now pay attention to this. Prior to the Bitcoin halving and after the Bitcoin halving, there was no narrative driving the bull run. The bull run was just going on its own. And it was about 6 months later, then metaverse, the narrative, the word metaverse began to surface in the public domain, and Facebook had to change their name. Let me show you guys that very quickly here. Look at it here, right? Facebook changed its company name to Meta. What date was this? 28 October 2021. All right, let's go back here. So They changed their name to Metaverse because something was happening in the Metaverse then that a lot of people do not know. But because it has already become a public something, they had to begin to make quick adjustment. They changed their name from Facebook to Meta. Do you understand? Okay. Now we came into 2024. Let me ask you, prior to 2024, and perhaps after this Bitcoin halving, which is about to happen in the next 36 days, right? What has been the narrative? Check your records very well. From January last year, the world was shocked by the announcement of OpenAI by Sam Altman, right? AI now started riding the narrative. From that time, from January 2023, last year, till now, AI, it has been AI. Everything everybody talks about is AI. Right now, we even have content creators on TikTok and other platforms who are behaving like AI and all of that. AI has been the narrative. Now, why am I saying this? I want to let you understand. I said in 2020, there was no narrative there was no narrative prior and after the Bitcoin halving. But in 2024, there is a narrative prior to the Bitcoin halving, and that is AI, which is a very big multi-billion-dollar industry. That's one. Then number two, in January this year, 2024, two of the world's largest asset managing corporations were given license to operate the Bitcoin ETF. I'm talking about BlackRock and Grayscale. They were given license to operate the Bitcoin ETF, meaning they can now provide services of brokerage services to people who wants to invest in Bitcoin as an exchange traded fund. Do you understand? So now we have two very big narratives heading towards the Bitcoin halving, the AI, and then we have Bitcoin ETF. That is why I said the 2024 bull run is like nothing you have ever seen before. So guys, please don't allow anybody to deceive you. I am not here to tell you, to teach you technical analysis on how to trade. Me, myself, I'm a trader, but that's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to tell you what is happening behind the closed door. What people do not understand, what the common society have no idea about, so that you can prepare yourself and know how to invest for your future. Because listen to me carefully. In the next 20 years, 50% of the jobs that will be available for our children have not yet been created. Let that sink. You can rewind and replay this thing I said now 10 times. Let that sink. Now, let me show you, for those of you who think, oh, metaverse only happened in 2020, we are over metaverse, now we are in AI. Wrong. Very, 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 very wrong. This 1% that rules the world, these guys, when people are making noise, that is when they keep quiet. When people stop making noise, they go behind and start working on their account. They start working on their investment. I want to show you something now. Let me show you something. Let me switch my camera very quickly. Look at this here. Well, what date is this? 16th of March 2024, right? US manufacturing firms are flocking to the metaverse, WEF, that is World Economic Forum. According to the World Economic Forum, the automotive, energy, software, aerospace, and defense ministry are leading the way for industrial metaverse investment. Did you just saw the sector mentioned there? Power, energy, software, aviation, the aerospace. They are all flooding into what? The metaverse. And to some of you now, you think, oh, we are done with metaverse, now it's AI, right? Guys, do not forget that just a few months ago, Apple launched the first metaverse goggle, which they called the Apple Vision Pro. Well, I'm going to stop here and I'll continue the next video, but just pay close attention and subscribe to this channel.